So this is the Niche Crux review by the Good Ride. Rode it with Union Strata. It's got just that mountain freestyle to aggressive mountain freestyle thing going for it. It likes to carve, it likes to ride switch, it's centered. It basically just takes it, takes the theme from last year, just adds a centimeter in length, but still has a lot of the similar specs. Same kind of side cut technology, same flex, a lot of carryover, but just a slight tweak and a little bit of evolution from last year's board that we rode at Snow Basin demo. Let's get into the flex.
Flex it.
Oh,
Look at those muscles.
Oh, it feels like a medium board. They say 5 out of 10. I feel 5 out of 10. And on snow, actually felt like more work than the stiffer flexing Ether. That's a 6 out of 10, and way more work than the Wraith. The Wraith was just the butter master. The Ether's like next. Then this is old school camber buttering. If you know how to butter a camber board, you'll have no problem with this. If you've been buttering around on hybrid shapes, you know, yeah, this is barely hybrid. Yeah, this will take a little more work. At least that's how we felt. So on snow, it actually feels maybe a touch stiffer than its flex when it comes to buttering and playing around, but it's got good pop and good drive. In terms of the camber profile and the on snow feel, felt, yeah, kind of stable to semi-catchy, semi-locked in. You know, catchy to an intermediate, locked in and fun to an advanced expert rider. But it locks in, but it has that consistency throughout all snow. I felt like it had a pretty like decent sized platform underfoot, you know, like it had some stability to it. And it felt like, again, like a lot of niche boards. This is the 56, I think, 56. And it felt pretty good for me, but maybe a touch better for you guys. But it felt kind of in between.
It is in between. It's all right.
Yeah, like maybe a touch wide for a size 9. But if you're a 10, I think this would be just right. And then it felt like maybe it's a little, just a touch too narrow for you guys. Turn initiation was a little slow for me, but it had that nice stable drive. Yeah. Turning experience in carving, I thought it was a fun turning experience. Stable, wide, like even though it was slow edge to edge for me, once I got over there, I felt like there was a good spring and drive out of the turn. It feels like it has that kind of stable, bomby, kind of carvy, but you could, you know, you could make all kinds of radius turns. It's just a snowboard that's made to do a little bit of everything well, turning wise. And I feel it's definitely more technical, but if you want to go out and carve regular and switch, just keep it centered, this is a good board to do it, especially if you know how to carve regular and switch. Don't you guys agree, or what do you think?
Yeah, I largely agree with those statements.
He concurs. And speed, I felt pretty balmy. Definitely a step up from the Ether and a massive step up from the Wraith. Uneven terrain, I really didn't get a lot. Did you guys?
No.
We've had some really good spring conditions where it gets a little messy and I could feel like it can handle it, but it feels like it's on the lighter, more energetic side, but there's still some dampness there, and there's some, you know, it's not a super heavy board, but not a super light board either, just kind of maybe middle light side. And it's got enough stuff in here, you know, you got ABS sidewalls, it looks like, to just, and it felt damp enough. So I think you could ride this all day on a resort. And powder, no thanks, I'd rather be on the Ether as far as twins go. You know, the Wraith, no thanks either. Like, but if you know how to ride a camber twin in powder, then you'll be fine with this because you'll get a little bit of early rise. Might be better than many camber twins you've ridden in the past.
True.
Switch, fine. Did we mention that, right? Fine. Just fine either way. Maybe a touch different because it's a directional twin, but I didn't notice it. I felt like it was doing a great job.
Yeah, it didn't stand out.
Carved switch really well for me.
Standing out.
You know, for park, I mean, this is this is your pipe and jump board. This is not an ideal jib board. You guys could make it happen. I could. I wouldn't. You could, for sure. And then, you know, but if I wanted to launch off a kicker, this can do it, and it can handle, it seems like it can handle a lot.
It would handle very well.
Yeah, it's, you can go big with this if you want, and that's your choice, you know. Wear a helmet, God damn it.
Be safe.
God damn it. And pipe, if I was gonna ride a pipe board, like ride the pipe every day on this niche, I would size down 3 centimeters, and then I think it would be a really good fit for me. I'd have a blast, where I think this fit you guys pretty well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but overall, I think it's a fun, aggressive mountain freestyle twin to aggressive mountain freestyle twin that I think could work for a lot of people. And there you have it.
Cool.